Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something quite specific in fertility, sperm DNA fragmentation, based on some interesting sources you shared.
That's right. And it's crucial because, even when the standard sperm tests look good, numbers are up, they're moving well. Well, this underlying DNA damage can seriously get in the way of pregnancy.
And increased miscarriage risk, too, right? That's the hidden part we're exploring.
Exactly. It's all about the quality of the genetic package, basically.
So let's break it down. What is sperm DNA fragmentation, really?
Think of it like damage, actual breaks or errors in the DNA strands within the sperm head. It's separate from just counting sperm or seeing if they swim straight.
Okay, so it's deeper than the surface numbers.
Precisely. And the tricky part is your standard semen analysis. It often misses this. So you could get a good result, but still have this fragmentation issue lurking.
Right. So why does this damage happen? What are the causes?
Well, a really big factor is oxidative stress. It's like an imbalance, Too many damaging molecules, free radicals, and not enough protective antioxidants to neutralize them. This environment can really harm the sperm DNA.
And this isn't just set in stone. It can change.
That's key, yes. It's influenced by daily life. Things like chronic stress, maybe poor diet, smoking. Lifestyle factors play a huge role.
What about things like heat? I've heard that mentioned.
Definitely. High temperatures around the testicles aren't great. So think frequent hot tubs, maybe even really tight clothing consistently. Also, infections or inflammation down there can contribute too.
Okay, that makes sense. So we know what it is, some causes. Now the impact. Why is this so important for someone trying to conceive?
Well, connecting the dots, it can directly interfere with fertilization actually happening. And even if fertilization does occur, damaged DNA can lead to, poor development of the embryo.
Which could mean failed IVF cycles.
Yes, potentially failed IVF or, sadly, early pregnancy loss. So someone's been through that. This is definitely an area worth investigating with their doctor.
And this brings us to the sources you mentioned, which discuss acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine. How might they fit into this picture?
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. The sources suggest these approaches might help reduce the level of DNA damage.
How so? What's the thinking there?
There are a few potential ways. They might boost the body's own antioxidant systems, helping fight off that oxidative stress we talked about.
Okay.
They also seem to potentially help balance reproductive hormones, which is crucial for sperm health. Plus, maybe improve blood flow.
Better blood flow to the area.
Right, which could help with, say, temperature regulation and just overall function.
Yeah.
And they might also have anti-inflammatory effects.
Is there research backing this up?
Yes, the sources point to some studies. There was one back in 2005, Pei and colleagues, showing acupuncture improves sperm quality parameters, including DNA fragmentation.
And more recently?
More recent work suggests combining acupuncture with Chinese herbs might be particularly effective in lowering fragmentation levels. Think studies from around 2018 and 2022 mentioned in the material.
So these are framed as options to consider alongside conventional treatments, perhaps.
Exactly. Not necessarily replacements, but as potentially supportive, natural options to explore as part of a broader fertility plan.
Got it. So wrapping up, the main takeaway seems to be sperm health isn't just about count and motility. DNA integrity is really key.
Absolutely. And if fragmentation is a concern, these sources suggest complementary paths like acupuncture and herbs might be worth looking into, alongside standard medical advice, of course.
So a final thought for our listeners. If you've hit roadblocks with fertility, could exploring sperm DNA fragmentation and discussing these kinds of complementary approaches with your provider offer a new perspective?
It's definitely something the sources suggest could be valuable, thinking holistically about reproductive health.
And for those interested in learning more about testing or treatment options mentioned in the sources, the Berkeley Center might be a resource. You can reach them at 212-685-0985 or check out their site, www.berkeleycenter.com. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.